As we encroach into a final episode of a preview season, I wonder to myself, why the hell didn't we audio record the first time we recorded this preview? But I remember, bad stuff happens. Because yep, I'm actually recording this for the second time today. I've already recorded these previews once. I don't want to record them a third time. Hopefully it works this time. And of course today is also the final episode of previews. You can tell that because there's 5 of them. Because I didn't want to create another episode just for a single episode. And I didn't want to drop anything either. But with this I've looked at all the anime in this season which I want to watch. The anime I skipped this season was Yohane, which was an interesting anime. It would have been green if I was able to continue watching it, but sadly Aniplex had other ideas and really did not want fun to happen in the UK. But I digress, because for the last time this season, this is a 2023 summer anime preview from a different perspective. First up today, we've got Classroom for Heroes, an anime based in a magic school where our main character is a reborn hero just wanting to go to school and have friends. Sent there by the king for some reason. The king is a new headmaster. He's introduced to a fiery red-headed flaming Arnest, a character with an interesting name and an even more interesting sword, as it appears to be possessing her through the power of the old Demon King. See, in this world, the Demon King and the hero fought to a death, both stabbing each other and killing each other, and they both died. Yet somehow the hero's sword fighting is back in action, with Blade, and the Demon King's sword is back in action with Flaming Arnest. We are introduced to a few other interesting characters, most notably Sophie, who seems to be stoic but strong. We don't know much about anybody else yet so far, but episode 1 is very much the Blade and Flaming Arnett show. But Flaming Arnett is very much your tsundere female lead of this type of show. She warms up very nicely to everybody once her sun is broken, and she ends the episode with a very beautiful Emperor-style dere about her. This is an anime which I didn't know much about going into it. I looked at the title and the premise and I thought, this is just going to be a fantasy riff off My Hero Academia, but I'll be honest, I haven't seen that show. This one doesn't feel like it does though. It's not a show, it's not that type of show. It appealed to me a bit, it's not terrible. I may go back and watch another episode or two afterwards. Maybe give it a try yourself. This one's airing over at Crunchyroll. Next up, we've got Dark Gathering, a horror supernatural anime, which really does not appeal to me at all based on the premise. See, the main character in this one, Kentaro, is a young kid who can see ghosts. He doesn't like ghosts, they've been freaking him out his entire life. The main female character, Yayoi, however, loves ghosts. And as such, she loves Kentaro because Kentaro attracts ghosts, she likes being around ghosts, she clings to him like a ghost would. That said, she's almost freaky as a ghost, with her double pupilled eyes, which just look like skulls. Then we got her cousin and Kentaro's childhood friend, Aiko, who is just there. She's pleasant, she's happy, she's encouraging for Kentaro, but she's just a troublemaker really. She can't see ghosts, she's got no connection to him whatsoever, just almost there as a go-between between her cousin who loves ghosts and her childhood friend who hates ghosts but gets them attracted to him all the time. Now, despite me not liking supernatural horror anime, this one wasn't terrible. For me, that is. Other people's mileage may vary. I know horror is a very personal feeling, but this one, I can definitely see the horror parts of it. It's very much Japanese style horror. A lot more suspense and shit like that. But there's definitely action to be had there as well. Yayoi is creepy as you like, and Kentaro, while he's a generic normal main character, plays off her very well. Like I say, I probably won't be watching any more of this one just because it's not my cup of tea. But if you're a horror fan, you might want to give this one a try. It's airing over at High Dive. Next up today, we've got Helck, another fantasy anime set around a demon king who's just died, and the demon order trying to find a new demon king to replace him through means of a big tournament. Unfortunately for Vermilion, the person organising the tournament, the main person fighting for the tournament and killing everyone in it is a human warrior by the name of Helck, a human hero no less. Of course, she doesn't want the human hero winning. Human heroes are enemies of demons, or so she thinks. It seems like Helck is actually dead set against destroying all humans. He's got no love for humans whatsoever. But the first episode is mostly about Vermilion trying to sabotage Helck's ascent through the tournament in ever-increasing avenues of stupidity, turning a fighting tournament into a House of Cards tournament, into a baking show, into God knows what. I think chess was one of them. But he's making through with flying colours. Apparently this big-brained lug is apparently smart as well. And he's going to get to a point where he eventually becomes a Demon King as a human. But what makes this interesting is there's an undertone in the background of things which are due to happen. You see that there's no humans left in this world except Helk, it seems, as angels seem to have descended to the world and are defeating all humans, and now encroaching on demon territory. I think it's going to be a case of Helk becoming Demon King and fighting off the angels with the demons. But I think that's further down the line, but now hilarity is ensuing. The overall appearance and the look of the show remind me of like a Louis Rune Soldier crossed with Dragonheart style show, only not quite as crude as those shows were. Although, to be honest, the fact I'm even referencing Louis is praise because I love that show. But Helk is definitely not the same as Louis, but I can see him having the same sort of kind-hearted spirit about him. I have no idea where Helk is going, but I may watch a few more episodes of it because it did appeal to me. If you want to try Helk for yourself, you can find it airing over at HIDIVE. Next up today, we've actually got the Doga Kobo anime this season. We've got Saint Cecilia and Pastor Lauren, a slice of life anime where instead of being cute girls doing cute things, it's a cute saint doing cute things with her priest, Lawrence. You see, Cecilia is a super sweet, super angelic saint type character who's only like that around other people, and the moment it's herself and Lawrence, she becomes all slovenly and lazy and just laid back. And so part of the comedy is the actor she puts on for other people and then just becoming herself in front of the guy she likes, because obviously there's romance there. Lawrence is completely clueless on the entire thing. I think that's going to be part of the humour of the anime. The clueless Lawrence and the hugely in love Cecilia. Cecilia getting super embarrassed about everything, and the sweetness and sugariness is going to cause cavities. Now this isn't a cute girls doing cute things anime, despite it being Doga Kobo, but it has the same sort of flow and feel as it. It reminded me a lot of A Helpful Fox Senko-san, which is another show which I really liked. But it's not so much about Helpful Fox this time, it's about a priest being friendly with a slovenly saint. Maybe a cross between The Helpful Fox Senko-san and Sleeper Princess of a Demon Castle. It has aspects to each of them. The comedy is more in line with Senko-san, the characters are more in line with Sleepy Princess. Which is definitely a show I'm going to be going back to. I mean, you didn't really need a prize to guess that. It's Doga Kobo, it's cute. Of course I'm going to be watching a bloody thing. But if you do want to watch Cecilia, you can find it airing over at Crunchyroll. Finally today, we got my most anticipated anime of the season. And yes, I'm including that above Atelier Ryza. If the Devil is a Part-Timer, Season 2 Part 2. The continuation of the split season, second season of Devil is a Part-Timer, an anime which I've been wanting ever since the first season ended. And I read the books, and I finished the books, and I bloody love them. You don't know about Devil is a Part-Timer? It's about a Demon King escaping to our world after being defeated by the hero. Hero chases him and finds him in our world with a part-time job. The hero gets a part-time job and there's a sort of like antagonism between them until I find out that things aren't quite what they seem. And through a series of interesting events, mostly in second season at this point, they've effectively become parents to this weird little silver-haired magic child, Alice Rama. We've got Shiro Ashiya, who is his right-hand man and a house husband, which is useful since the other demon kind we got is Hanzo Urashihara, who is basically a lazy kid. Also technically in the demon camp, we've got Chi, who is Mao's co-worker at the McDonald's he works at. By and far the best character of the anime, and I wouldn't accept no compromise. M is popular, Chi is better. She is super energetic and cute, but also she's intelligent. A lot of people don't give me credit she needs of being intelligent and having a head in the right place. But her world has been thrown upside down recently by the fact that obviously she isn't now fighting with a demon king and the hero, and she wants to be more useful. And so she's using the power she's gained through various things to be able to warn them of dangers. She knows she's not a fighter. She knows that firsthand. She doesn't want to become a fighter. She just wants to be safe and stop them from worrying. And to do that, she wants to learn to embrace her power and send messages to other people. And so she's being taught that in secret by Emi and Susanoo, the other member of the heroes party now. And so this ragtag bunch of weirdos are just living their best life in our world. while strange goings on are going in the background involving Alice Ramos and mysterious beings and angels of Ente Isla, the other world, coming to our world to try and kidnap Alice Ramos. Of course, Alice Ramos and Emmy want nothing like that. Now, if you've seen Devil is a Part-Timer, you know what you think of this one. If you were going to watch it, you are already watching it. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it. If you've never tried Devil is a Part-Timer, then you shouldn't really listen to this previous major spoilers for the entire show so far, but go and watch it. It's a great anime. Or better than that, if you really want to do it justice, get the light novels. The entire thing is out now, and enjoy the interesting storyline. And given what I know about why this season is probably going, this season's going to be great as well. If you do want to watch Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2 Part 2, you can find it airing over at Crunchyroll. That was Classroom for Heroes, Dark Gathering, Helk, Saint Cecilia and Pastor Lawrence, and The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2 Part 2. 5 new shows which I enjoyed more than the other shows this season, it seems. But what did you think of them? Let me know in the comments. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Be sure to check out some of my other videos and my daily streams over at Twitch. Well, thanks for watching, have a wonderful day, see you next season.